Okay. Yeah, introduction. I'm Squirrely Munk. And this is Sonic High School, Chapter 7. Okay, let's start reading. We had front sex, whispered Espio to the people at his lunch table. Espio was at school in the lunchroom, and also was Tails and Knuckles and Charmy B and Vector. Oh, now Vector shows up! Okay, 2. I ejaculated from my penis into her body. Bet you haven't done that. They had not done that. Wow, cool! You're the coolest after Sonic! Said Tails, who was right there so he didn't have to shout. It was good not to shout because this was supposed to be a secret. Tails did not hear the whole school talking about Espio's penis and balls like with Sonic in Chapter 1, but in different way. Sex. Yeah! Oh, yeah. Yeah! Speaking of Sonic, where's that gay man? Said Vector, who was the captain of the school's football team. Vector was good at this because he was big and strong and had sharp teeth under his mouth. Ow. Just kidding, said Vector. Sonic is cool. I know! I don't know! Wait, I don't know, said Tails to Vector. Where Sonic was somewhere else, trying to find Amy, who was not at lunch. Sonic was knocking on Amy's door at her house. Are you home? Said Sonic. Are you home? It was like Amy was not at home because she was not opening the door. Sonic was worried about Amy because she was his only girlfriend, even if she denied his sex offer. So he ran into the door and barged it down like it was made of nothing. Sonic was now in Amy's house, okay? Amy's house was really pink because that was Amy's color. Sonic looked around Amy's house for Amy, but Sonic could not find anyone. Sonic finally went to Amy's bedroom and opened the door. What Sonic saw next was what he did not expect. Amy was there tied up on her bed with nothing Amy was there tied up on her bed with a thing in her mouth, a gag ball. So she couldn't talk. Sonic did a scream and ran over to Amy, who was looking at his with tears in her eyes. She looked sad and starved like African children. Like African children. Like African children. Like African children. Sonic untied Amy and she sat up and cried into Sonic's arms. It was awful, said Amy. He came into my room and everything and tied me up on the bed and messed up the thing in my room. Amy was right. Her room looked messy. Just like mine. So get a maid, said Sonic, always thinking about the solution problems. Who tied you up? Who was it? Be calm, Amy. Calm down and talk to me! Sonic patted Amy on the back to help her. It was Shadow! I saw him outside his house next door with this machine gun and a sword going in his house to kill his mom. He saw me. He knew I saw him, so he tied me up like I was Bogart naked. Amy said all of this. Sonic was shocked that Amy said this to him. He remembered now in the other part when Shadow said he was going to kill his mom, but no one thought about it more than once because Shadow was always a bad guy. What they didn't realize was that Shadow was serious. Okay, was it him who also said that you would not have sex with me on the Sonic Messenger? Sonic to Amy. Yes! I did not talk to you then! Spoke Amy back to Sonic. So how do you really feel about it? Asked Sonic, whose brain was now humming with sex ideas. God, am I gonna read another sex chapter? Am I gonna read this by myself? Okay. Yeah, I don't know, said Amy, still all worked up. Give me a day! Right now, let's get things right! So Sonic and Amy went back to school where everyone else was beside them. Sorry. Sonic and Amy saw Espio walking around between a lot of the other people. Hey, here you are, said SVO to Sonic and Amy. I had sex with Rouge last night, so fuck you, Sonic. I'm better than you. Do not tell anyone. Do not tell everyone, said SVO. Oh, that's right, you did! I almost forgot, said Sonic. Hear that, Amy? And Amy was like, yep. And Amy was like, yep. You gotta tell me all about it later so I know what to do to Amy, said Sonic, and then turned around. Sonic heard a sound coming from down the hallway where someone was coming. It was a really fat guy. Is it Christian? No. It was a really fat guy that looked like a huge, that looked huge to him. The fat guy got closer and closer until they could see who it was. The fat guy. And it was Rouge. What the hell? Wow. Why are you so fat, said SBO. What's that about? Rouge looked mad and surprised at SBO. Well, you got me pregnant, said Rouge. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why you need to wear a condom. I don't know what saying. Oh my god! Thought Sonic to himself without saying it with his voice. She's pregnant, fat. This means she will have a baby. Amy was smiling for real to Rouge. That's so nice! I hope you have a great baby, said Amy. Sonic tried to be good boyfriend and said, I hope your baby is cool, and smiled. SEO looked more worried than everybody else. Okay, let me understand. She's fat now. I have not done anything. I need to clean my room. So she's fat. Basically, she's pregnant. That's not how babies work. You're not supposed to find out at least about a couple of weeks. I'm going to say a week or two. Yeah, about a week or two, you'll find out you're pregnant. You can't be automatically just, like, boom, 9 months somehow passed. You had sex at one time. I mean, that just yesterday, actually. That's not how sex works. So I'm gonna be your baby's daddy, said SBO, worried and excited both. Better believe it, fat boy, said a voice that sounded just like Shadow's. That's it. I'm gonna bust out laughing and the next chapter says, who was that voice? It sounded just like Shadow! It was Shadow! A voice that sounded like Voldemort, but a guy that looked like Voldemort but wasn't Voldemort. It was Voldemort, is what's happening here. But I'm pretty sure the chapter like that's not gonna end up like that. Tune in next time for chapter 8, which is called Things Change. These chapters do have titles, I just refuse to read them to you. A bunch of babies. Bye!